competitors ready to go. It is Lauren Langman from Oakhampton and Fiji, 6-year-old border collie. Loves the clapping and the cheering and loves having a crowd. Qualified at 2 events for Crufts, part of the European 26-2017 GB squad as well. But first of 16 means that this morning in the jumping, things did not go particularly well, but looking to make up for it now, Fiji and Lauren, and they are away through that tunnel, early tunnel, and there's 5 faults early on as well. Through the weaves, that's gone the right way through the weaves, have to enter from the right-hand side over the Kennel Club jump too. Next tunnel, it's quick, and just those 5 faults, got to touch the white on the bottom of that to contact area, does it okay. Through the tunnel, just a little hesitation, and 5 more faults picked up for that. Up, and an elimination as well. Started off well, and then sadly picking up an elimination. Again, if you've not watched it before, always complete the course after an elimination. Dog doesn't know that she has been eliminated. And there we are, 1 down and 50 to go.
Really good run there by Lauren, such a shame. Just pulled the dog away from the jump it was supposed to do. There we are, it was supposed to do that jump, pulled away. Therefore, she'd completed the course out of order.
Heather McLean, big Scottish support here from Ayton in Scotland with a Shock 5-year-old, a working sheepdog, joy to live with, funny, cuddly boy as well, and very stylish over the first couple of jumps there. Quickly through the tunnel too. This is looking good so far. Quickly into the weaves. That's very, very good indeed from Shock. Kennel Club, no problem. Clear so far and very, very quick too. A-frame is fine. Next tunnel, good. Oh, and there's sadly, and that's an elimination, and just explain why, coming in at the wrong side and eliminated on the weaves, but again, the round will continue, Graham.
Unfortunately, that was the wrong course. As I was alluding to earlier on, they'd already come across towards the weaves from that same jump. The first time they'd gone from the jump into the weaves, the second time they have to avoid the weaves, but the dog expected to do that. Really unlucky for Heather. She's really competitive, but she will be back.
Elimination, crossed arms equals elimination. I'd like you to talk us through this round. It is Natasha Wise returning. We saw her yesterday with Pebbles. Natasha from Watford Village in Northamptonshire. First time in the senior classes at Crufts. Talk us around the course with this one, Graham.
First time for this dog in the seniors at Crufts. Natasha is a 3-time world medium champ, but it's a nice straightforward start. 1, 2, 3 into the tunnel, across on the diagonal. Bleak weave entry. They've got to push around the far side of the Kennel Club jump and into the tunnel, and then they come back out, up and over the A-frame in a blink of an eye. Fortunately picking up 5 faults, and a little failure of communication there. The dog took the wrong jump, but you will see Natasha not stop working this dog around this course. She doesn't want the dog to finish on a negative. She is now a full-time agility trainer. And a very good one, and she will take the positives away from this. Well done, Natasha Wise. And Pebbles.
Thank you, Graham. Pebbles definitely a one for the future, just 4 years of age, and that was where the 5 faults were picked up, missing the contact area as well before the elimination. Bonnie Quick from Wellington in Somerset with Ivy, 6-year-old Kelpie cross collie. Does 1 speed fast in this year's Great Britain squad. Ivy and Bonnie. And away we go. Enjoying the early part of this course. And Ivy very swiftly through, only 11 seconds on the clock. A-frame, good contact, that's fine. Next tunnel, in and out in the blink of an eye. Well over that, that's really, really good. Over the seesaw, was it okay? It was. And the wall, the long jump, setting the standard here, over the dog walk to 37.8 for Bonnie Quick and for Ivy, 37.8. And that's the best so far.
Over the wall, over the long jump, never looked at the other end of the tunnel there. And this is a really great dog walk. Bonnie known for her dogs running dog walks. Great round.
Karen Marriott next to go with Puzzle from Gainsborough in Lincolnshire. 9-year-old crossbreed collie cross retriever, competed here for the past few years, proud to have qualified again, as everyone should be here. This is building up nicely into a quality competition. I've seen them go through those weaves. Kennel Club jump, no problem. Tunnel is fine. A-frame, good contact. Good contact. Great 20 seconds so far. Bit of hesitation, but it's okay. So is the seesaw. Keep your eye on the clock. 37 to beat. Up over the wall, over the long jump too. This is getting better and better. This is really good. It will be very, very close to 37.5. Beats 37.8. We need electronic timing here, Graham.
Absolutely amazing. Fantastic round. Look at that. That's where you pick up your time. You don't hesitate. They just teach the dog to run down to the bottom. Not as easy as it. And look at that dog walk. That's absolutely amazing.
Dan Shaw and Geek, 4-year-old border collie. Great trainer and handler is Dan. And this one, Graham, you reckon might just be, if you can have such a thing at Crufts, a dark horse?
Not sure if we can have a dark horse. When I say a dark horse,
we'll debate it.
We will. This dog is really quick. It just now relies on Dan holding it together and just keeping the dog on course.
On course and faultless so far. Remember, they're qualifying for the final later on tonight. But the standard is really, really good. And this is going to be a quick time as well. 36.8. First one in the 36s for Dan Shaw and for Geek. And goes to the top of the pile of the large dogs.
And again, not just quite as quick down the dog walk, but he obviously made the speed up. It's all about tight turns and straight lines.
Heidi Cleatham we're looking at from Romilly in Cheshire. And DJ, you know a bit about this one, don't you? Graham and your wife, Pat?
Yes, we actually bred this dog. It's a great dog. Be interesting to see how he handles the carpet here, and unfortunately just pushes him into the wrong end of the weaving pole, so I think that's probably not the start that she would have hoped for, but he's just an amazing dog, this one. Very powerful, covers the ground, and that's what you want. You want a big, powerful dog. Not quite the experience at Crufts, but I think we're going to see a lot more of him. 6 years of age now. Picking up a number of faults,
yeah,
but she'll keep him going. Needs to finish on a positive note if we can. There you go. Really straight out. Gets his toy.
6 years of age, honest and talented, and a learning process here for the dog that Graham bred, DJ and Heidi. Looking at Digit, 5-year-old crossbreed, Stephen Richardson from Cumbria, Wigton. Digit's first time competing here at Crufts, and above all, wants to enjoy the experience. We shall see. Digit and Stephen.
Very experienced handler, this. Better known for running his medium dog, but this dog's coming along really nicely. Gives it 100%. Look, just pushes the dog. You watch him, he can do everything else, but he can't touch the dog. He uses his body. 80% of this communicating with the dog is all done with the body. 20% is the mouth, what comes out. Look at this. Now we come to the really quick part of encouraging the dog. He's going to push it into the end of the tunnel. Over the dog walk. Come on now, we're looking for a great big finish here. He's going to run contact. Yes, he has. Oh, 37.397. Puts him into second place, I think.
Super
Great
round, though. What high-quality competition we are seeing here. Already early on in the competition. Remember, these didn't do too well this morning, but they are absolutely starring, the majority of them, in the main arena. Sean Illingworth goes next with Image. Border Collie, 4 years of age. Sean from Crawley in Sussex. Image's second time at Crufts, came third in the singles final last year. Problem going through the weaves. That's 5 faults over the Kennel Club jump. Good contact. A tight turn. This is a difficult course. 1 or 2 real tight turns there. Oh, and an elimination, sadly. Just got a little bit overexcited there and picked up elimination. But again, Sean and Image will complete and will go through, but we won't be seeing them again this afternoon.
Well, we were talking just now about tight turns and how important they are. As she approaches jump 2, she actually communicated with the dog, and it actually shortened its stride and just put in that extra stride to shorten up and get a tighter turn. They're crucial.
Rehab, handled by Greg Derrett. 27 years, consecutive year, in fact, running agility at Crufts. Rehab's 3rd year, won the British Open in 2015 and a member of the 2015 FCI gold medal team. Greg Derrett and Rehab from Cheltenham. Composure at the start for Greg and for Rehab. And into action now. Over the time to beat 36.8 and no faults, hoping for qualification above all. Nicely through the weeds, bit of a stumble at the end of it. Kennel Club jump, no problem at all. A is good. Making sure they make contact with that white marker at the bottom. And again, that tight turn. Well done, Greg. Well done, Rehab. 24 gone. The wall is good. Back up over the wall too, and over the long jump. This will be close, but probably not good enough to take the lead, but this will be close. And right at the end, hops over. 39.9 for Greg is excellent, and that puts him in 5th place at the moment.
Great run there from Greg. What we also need to remember is Greg is a master tactician. The prize for this competition comes tonight. They're looking to try and amass 2 clear rounds to get them into the top 4, or sorry, the top 8 to go through to this evening's final.
Natalie Mitchell and Teak, 7-year-old working sheepdog. Natalie from the Cardiff area. And off we go. Just a little bit of hesitation there, could have done without, but it's okay. And in the wrong way into the weeds, so I have to go through the right way. I have to approach them from the right-hand side. Quick once they got the entry right. And again, through the tunnel. A-frame, contact area, safely negotiated. Flying in and out of that tunnel, and that turn really tight, those turns there. Fatigue the working sheepdog. It's a good round despite those 5 points. Time is very respectable. Coming towards the end now over that long jump through the tunnel, and then it'll be the dog walk, and then the final jump of all this, and a little pause at the end. That's costly. That could be costly. 41.3 for Natalie and for Teak.
Such a shame on a mistake on the weaves. You see, she actually tries to help the dog and pushes up past the weaves, which, again, she should have just got out the way and let the dog see the weaves. But great start, look at that.
Class act this. Dave Munnings, boss, 7-year-old Border Collie from Newbury in this year's Great Britain squad. And a very experienced combination. I know you think very highly of, Graham.
Yes, I do. And we're going to see David for many, many years to come with a succession of dogs. He had one of our dogs, a very famous dog called Dobby. Did remarkably well at World Championships. And again, you'll see Master Tactician, he's not got his foot flat on the floor here. What he's looking for is a respectable time with a clear round to try and combine it with his first round results.
And 8 large dogs to go through, and this is very good. This is fine. 37.7 then for Dave, and that puts him into 4th place at the moment, which would be good enough if it stays that way.
And I think you'll find that he's got another couple of miles an hour in the tank for later on this evening.
Matthew Goodliff and Quincy, honest dog. Matthew, fiance to Natasha Wise, part of the gold medal winning team in 2015, gold medal winning Great Britain team. Again, experienced, successful campaigners, but they really want to do it here at Crufts above all, I get the impression.
You said it, a very honest dog, very honest partnership, nothing flashy about them, just very workmanlike, and you can see why. Very tight turns, no time wasted at all. They're into that tunnel, and then he'll run away from the dog. Get him to follow him.
and poised for a big finale as well. It's good and it's quick and it is clean. Dog walk, and that last one I'm sure will be no problem. It isn't. 37.931. That's a fine effort then from Matthew, and 6th place at the moment.
You say, look at, just wraps round that wing, and that's what you want if you're going to win it.
Next to go, Laura Chudley. Laura had a baby in February from Colville in Gloucestershire with Troy, 6-year-old border collie, very experienced. Another top-notch partnership, this one. Barking all the way around is Troy.
Done remarkably well to get back in the saddle again. As I say, 7th of February, baby Henry was born, another YKC member in the making. But Laura won't let that stop her, and she hasn't. She's qualified here, and she's going to make the most of it.
That is excellent from Laura, and excellent from Troy as well. And at the moment, this is a good round. This is, oh dear, of all the things to do to go outside that wall, I don't think we've seen that one before. Over the long jump, that was just a total loss in concentration on what was a pretty straightforward part. And 41.7 seconds. Strange place to lose it there, Graham.
Well, it's probably not a manoeuvre that Laura would have tried if she hadn't have just had a baby a few weeks ago. She was trying to shortcut a little bit. Thought it was going to be fairly straightforward, and unfortunately for her it wasn't. But a really great effort. Wonderful to see her here.
Anthony Clark, penultimate dog in the large class with Protest, 4-year-old border collie. They work out of Lechlade in Gloucestershire. Young dog Protest. Anthony, good to see him back in action again. Anthony, saw him in the British Open yesterday. Bit of a lull in his career, but now back and in great form as well. Away we go. Anthony and Protest. Penultimate dog means they've had a very good morning. We're looking to replicate that form this afternoon. Remember, this is qualification dogs, 8 of the large dogs to go through to the final later tonight. Clear, clean, and reasonable pace on it as well. Might have just dropped a little bit of time around the tunnel area. And the swing back down over that long jump. Got to pick a bit of speed up towards the end here, because they are close. Bit of a slide on the end there. 40.0 for Anthony. And that's down into 8th place, and that might just not be good enough, Graham.
Just would have cost him just a little bit of time. He had a wrong turn coming out of the tunnel.
Last large dog. Top of the morning then for Dave Munnings and Fame, 5-year-old border collie. Incredible dog, according to Dave, from the Newbury area. And we would expect to see these guys again later on today after a tremendous morning. And looking in perfect sync as well. There's just a 5 faults there. Let me just remind you, it is the top 8 large dogs to go through. We'll sort those out at the end. Have dropped the 5 faults, and the brick has gone as well. Not really what they wanted. The time is not bad, 38.7 for Dave Munnings, but those faults as well, and at the moment up in the top 8.
Yeah, we were talking about the carpet earlier on, and we just saw it. It's a really oblique entry, and it allows the judges, having a good surface for the dogs to get a grip on, for the dog to actually turn into the weaving poles. And I think in previous years we would have seen an issue at that particular point. So 10 faults there for David Munnings. Just have to see how he got on this morning. The combined results, any double clears will beat him.
So here we are then, quickest today. And then we're looking, I believe, for the top 8 here, are we not? In terms of going through, barring any unforeseen circumstances.
From the combined results we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking for the combined results, of course. And that is the result of the first section. And of course, coming up here next is the small section.